Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all well. Right, so I've been farming these bounties for days and days and days. I've just gone through a few hours worth, gone through a couple of thousand bounty mats there for um, go through what I tell you I've done. I'm after a perfect convention of elements. So I want crit damage, crit chance, cooldown, primal stats. So we want 6% crit damage, 50%, sorry, 50% crit damage, 6% crit chance, 8% cooldown, and then the full 200% increased damage on a single element for 4 seconds. I've just done this, rolled this guy 150 times, didn't get anything from it. We also want that same spec, crit cooldown on the ring, and as we said previous video, eventually crit elemental if it doesn't drop on the squirts, and I'm exclusively rolling shards for ring and amulets, just alternating between them. So I've gone through maybe tens and tens and tens and tens, maybe a couple of 100,000 shards. Nothing of worthwhile. So I've just burned through like 1,000 materials. We eventually ended up with a Captain Crimson Silk Girdle Primal. Unfortunately, we got secondary cold resistance, so we got 15% life, which I'm still really happy with. The extra 15% life, extra elemental resistance for cold is cool. All resistance could ideally be there with a secondary of a different secondary of like, but it would be a useless secondary, something like 40% extra experience from killing mobs, for example, something like that. So just while I've burned through 1,200 bounty materials here, just going to open up an entire inventory, and then we're going to roll specifically now just for Captain Crimson's, just to see if we can get primal Captain Crimson's pants. So you can see how many primal see what I've rolled in there previously. We rolled through about 350 previously, obviously not on video. Captain Crimson's pants. Didn't get absolutely sweet FA. Nothing at all. So, and we've not started a new game here, so.
I can't pick up anything else.
So, but it's great being able to open an entire inventory of bounty like bounty caches, which is great to do. So what we're going to do is just salvage everything. Don't want any of this stuff, even if it's primal. It's all junk. Nothing I'm ever going to wear, ever going to use. You can see I'm maxed out 1920 on my blood shards.
Fortune favors the bold. Well,
Kadala as well. The Altar of Right says for this season you get the proc where you get double chance of ancients and legendaries with Kadala. Nah, that doesn't work. You're not getting double chance of ancients and legendaries with Kadala. That's a crock of bullshit. Just let's be quite frank there. That's a crock of shit.
Let's
so
see what happens, shall we?
Now let's roll for amulets. See what happens.
Always changes.
See,
That is too expensive.
a nice primal flavor of time would be nice for the Z build, but it's never gonna happen. So here we go. So you can see how much stuff you get from an entire inventory, of bounty caches. I'm going to open the rest of them in a second as well, and then we'll get rolling onto got an itchy ear. Then we'll get rolling onto try and see if we can get a primal Captain Crimson pants, which is the Captain Crimson's thrust. I very much doubt it. I very much doubt we're going to get one. I say just roll now for about 350, give or take. Nada. Nothing was even as good as what I'm wearing. Because they are quite good pants, but I'd like the extra vitality with all resistance as well in them, which is what I really want. And if the secondary could be health glow bonus or life after kill or something, that would be lovely. I very much doubt I'm asking that's going to happen because I'm asking for far too much here. But just thought I'd show you as well what it's like rolling for gear, re-rolling and talk it through a bit. Because I hate doing bounties, but I know how important it is to be re-rolling gear. But sometimes you could do an entire day of bounties, and then your entire day disappears in 10 minutes because you've re-rolled, let's say, one piece of gear so much, and you didn't get the roll you wanted, so your entire day is almost wasted. Yes, that's a thing that happens, unfortunately. So here we go. So we're going to go and we're going to delete whatever else is in our stash. So we had about 1,200, give or take, bounty materials of everything just before. I just had a little go before coming on the video, seeing what happens. It wasn't very good. So this is all. I had like, I think 3 stash tabs of bounty heroic chests. So We'll see how it goes now, see what happens. Once we've gone on these unloaded. There, don't you guys, but I really hate
I
doing
can't
bounties,
carry
even though it's a
anymore.
necessity part of the build, part of the game. Got it. We can get 235 now.
I'm overburdened.
Rolls of Captain Crimson's legs if we can get the right roll for them. So we'll see what happens. Get rid of the gems.
I can't carry anymore.
All this garbage can just get salvaged, even if it's primal. The only thing I'd keep if it was primally, and maybe if we saw an illusionary boots primal throughout the season, because we don't need them in season because we have the gate, we have the right of passability through the altar of rights.
I can't pick up anything
Oh,
else.
okay,
Are you
can't you
ready?
now? Okay, so let's roll a load of rings.
I didn't even know I
I say
had
Kadala's going to
them.
screw us over and give us absolutely
See you
jack shit,
soon.
as she always does.
Don't forget, life
I
But
cannot
you know what?
afford that.
That's fine if you can't afford it, bro. It's cool. See what's going on. And even though I've got so many materials, I've still got to salvage, pick stuff up anyway. Which I have one more item to pick up. Cool. And then once we've done this, handed this in, we'll hand in the last of those shards, get rid of them all, and then see how we go for rolls on Captain Crimson's Thrust.
Want to see what you'll get?
You're absolutely going to give me
That is too expensive.
absolutely nothing. That was not a steal. That was a waste of resources, quite frankly, love. So Captain Crimson Thrust, we can forge 235, but obviously because of our inventory, we can only forge 30 at a time. Oh no, I've just forged 235 of them. Okay, so see if don't know what happened there. Nothing's as good as I've got. I'm going to go through delete. Try not to delete a primal if one pops up. We're close to 400 for the day now. What's coming up here? And what we want is exact same. So strength, vital, resistance. Secondary can be whatever I want it to be, whatever you want it to be, whatever anyone wants it to be. I don't care. I'd like a health glow bonus or pickup radius, which would be ideally lovely. But I'm asking too. I think I'm asking too much there. Here we go. Let's forge another 30 Captain Crimson Thrusts. What is 204? Got to do with 30. Okay. So let's see. So we're nice enough. We got the primal belt, and it's instantly rolling straight into the augment. Feather pants are nowhere near as good or not primal as what I'm wearing. We got primal. You know what? God damn it. We got primal pants, but fire resistance. So what's our fire resistance overall? It's quite low. So the only thing I'm not gaining is a little bit of physical resistance, which I don't need because I've got armor. So theoretically, if they roll armor anyway, they'd be alright. Well, they will roll armor, but let's see what are the options for the rolls. You know what? Let's just go for the extra vite as well. So that was nice, you know. So it's not that it looked really easy to get a primal, but that's about. I've rolled through about 500 Captain Crimsons today to get that actual as a primal. So it's not as easy as it looks. No way, Jose, easy as it looks. But that's 2 primals today with the belt. But I've lost all resistance on the belt, even though I've gained 15% life and a hell of a lot of vitality. I'm going straight in for the augments. I'll give them a nice high-ish augment, 131 will do. So we got some nice pants and nice belt through the day. The ring was an unfortunate one before I came on here. Just 150 rolls, 140, 150 rolls of the convention of elements there, which is this absolute piece of junk here. Didn't get a thing out of it. It's not as good as what I'm equipped, so it just gets destroyed. So now I've gone through so many materials, bounty mats. I say I had 1200 of everything there before, plus what was in the stash that you've seen me just open up there. So we're going to go back to another day or two of bounties. See how we go. Maybe do a Paragon push, maybe get close to 4,500, maybe 4,300, 4,400 Paragons maybe. Then we'll try some pushing later on in the week. But also don't forget Server Slam, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend for Diablo 4 Server Slam. Level up to level 20, 25 I think, and then kill the world boss. Get some procs, I think a mount and an armor set. Augments for Diablo 4 when the game comes out in retail. Those of us who bought the Ultimate Edition for, on June the 1st, even though the game officially comes out as June or June the 2nd, I think it comes out June the 6th. Obviously, you got 4-day pre-release and level 20 boost, and all the pre-season procs and the pre-season like extra mounts and just visual augments. There's nothing actually powerful but visual stuff and extra little toys and goodies, and maybe I think there's a couple of pets in there from the last 2 beta tests and smashing in this Server Slam, which I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be putting loads of videos up about the Server Slam as well. So hope you all have a good Tuesday. Have a good day, everyone. Like above, sorry, subscribe above, like below. Any comments, questions in the description. But this is what it's like. I hate doing bounties, rolling for gear. 500 rolls of the pants to get an alright primal. 150 rolls or re-rolls of an ancient convention of elements to get absolutely nothing, which you didn't see on set on the video. But I hope you all have a good day, and I'll be back soon. Catch you all later.